Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Kona. Part 15. It is time to get into the nitty gritty of this, to carry on back to the ice wall, and to go beyond it and see what is really going on here. And I apologize, but it may take me a little bit of time to get to it. The snowmobile is certainly not as fast as the truck, and I'm a bit down the road, but it's just a straight shot to it, so shouldn't take too long. Plus there will be a couple of loading screens. That also take some time. I'm already to the general store. Good. Gotta go around. I don't think I need anything from here. Got my gas can filled up just in case I need it. I don't know if I will, but I'll have it if I do need it. Just got warmed up in the house and got plenty of logs. I think I have 20 in my snowmobile, and I have 2 on me. Got my nice warm coat, so I'm good to go. Find out what's going on. I hope it's aliens. Sure has seemed to be the case in many ways. A little bit more loading. Oh, that was a short load. Good job, game. I'm so proud of you. And here we are. Alright, here's the ice wall, where the ice wall was. Now we're moving beyond. What? Oh my god, I still can't go on. The general store. Oh my god. I'm so sick of going back to the general store to find whatever secrets are at the crime scene. I've been there so many times. It must be something that I missed there, like at the back toward the beginning. But I guess we'll go back. Go through this loading screen again. Okay, and we're back at the general store again. I've been here so many times. I've looked through this all so many times.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Okay, so it says it serves as a post office. That's what I was thinking last time. It says it serves as a post office there. There are post office boxes. And, if I remember correctly, I have a forest cabin key, but I think I need that later. I can't get to it. I have a post key. So it seems like I would be able to open up a box with this key and get something out, but none of these are interactable. Also, one other thing. Under consumables, for some reason, I have a locked iron box. which I need a key to open, but I don't have a key for it, so I have no idea now what to do. Oh, which I've said that many times before, but I've always been able to find out what it is that I am supposed to do. I've had to look it up, but let me back up a long way and read through this. I have to go through this walkthrough to see what it is that I missed, because I obviously missed something. The rest stop, block bridge, leaves the car, examine the wooden bridge, lock, bolt cutter, open up the car and all that. South Atamapec. Nearby a tower, meet the house, camp, take a log, warm yourself. Started a fire, 6 matches, fire starter. Warms up, set fire in the street. Back to Carl's car, apply the chain to the wheel, and first aid kit in the consumable section, apply it to yourself. Carl is ready to go. Get in the car and drive forward to the next point, the general store, and refueling. The general store, go around right and see a strange bunch of crystals. Take a picture and take a photo. Take a picture and take the photo. Okay. There will be new entries in the journal. Foul the wolves. Or dogs. There's a generator to the left. Look at it. You need scissors and scotch tape to repair it, which I did. Go to the tank where near the dog's open lid, take note. Torn paper, which I missed the first time, but I did go back and get it. Go inside the store, and there is electricity. There is a body on the right. Study, take a photo, and save the photo. Cover the body with a blanket. In the far right side, there are 3 fire starters on the shelves. There is another note on the table to the left of the mailboxes. Remove the brochure and study it. Study it? Why do I need to study it? Now, it may just say that because it's there. Quebec's Klondike. Cool. There's another one, which I think I read. Quebec's Klondike. Northern Quebec's economy is booming. The north of area's populace 30,000 souls. Happy families will be prospering thanks to the hard labor of their fathers, who will be contributing valiantly in expanding Quebec's national wealth. Mines and hydroelectricity, hunting and fishing are a true Canadian dream. Turn it into your reality now. The mine's a sector in full expansion. Did you know that since 1960, Canada tripled the amount of resource royalties it collects? Did you know that the country's true source of richness is lying under your very feet at this very moment? The building of your schools and our hospitals depends on minerals. Exploring our resources, the road to our future. The county of Manistan and his people wish to see you very soon. Okay. So I read it. I guess I studied it. Several boxes behind the seller's bar. Open them and take the note, the duct tape, and garage key. Which I did, because the garage is open. Another note is to the right of the cash register. Inspect the cash register and knock out any numbers. Then press the sale button. It will open and take post key, which I have. Turn around and interact with the stairs. It will move. It will move. And you will see a first aid kit on the shelf. Take it, which I think I did. Go to the stairs. And go up. Take the bottle of wine, which I think I did because I have a bottle of wine. Or I had a bottle of wine. So I guess the ladder has already been moved. Where it is now is where I moved it to. Go to the streetcar. There are mailboxes to the left. Go to the street to the car. There are mailboxes to the left of the entrance. Open the bottom with the key and take away the revolver and mini keys. Carl will automatically open the metal casket from the inventory and get another letter. What? And the mini key. So that's the part that I'm missing. That's the only thing that I'm missing. So I gotta go back outside. Where there are mailboxes somewhere. Oh, this. Oh, crap.
Something fell to the bottom of the box. The murder
the revolver.
What was that
and
doing
the
there,
key.
Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody kills a rich patient to start a revolution. It didn't make any sense. He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty.
Okay, letter from Hamilton. It is a citizen of Her Majesty. It is as a citizen of Her Majesty in the free economic chambers of the world that I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting immediate help from my country. I believe the free world is in grave danger. A member of my community, the Honorable... Okay, so now... That's what I was missing. So now I have... opened the box already. Is that what was in the box? I guess. So I think that is all of the mysteries left at the general store, because in the walkthrough I didn't read past that part. But I just had to go back outside, so I assume that was all to do in the store, since it told me to go outside. So now I think that I am ready to carry on. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Come on, get it, girl, get it, girl, get it, girl, get it, girl. All right, now we're going downhill. We're going real fast. Wee. We're going at least 15, or well, 12 at least. Or I guess, since we're in Canada, we're going at least 20. Alright, so now, the moment of truth. Will we be able to pass through where the ice wall was? I think we should be able to, but I've thought that many times before, but we'll find out. Here we go. Are we going to break through? We're going to break through. We did it! Yeah! But what's over here? Anything important up here? Nope, can't go that way. Okay. Alright, so we did it. Finally, we have made it. Moving on, I think toward the end, to find out what the hell is going on here. After a quick moment to load. This could be the last loading screen. It's probably not, but it could be. Camp. Nothing there.
Another diary. Carl felt like someone was trying to communicate with him. Or was it simply the result of happenstance?
I don't know. Mysterious Journal B, page 1. The beast has outwitted me. It is aware that I know all of its weaknesses. It is aware of my strength. It is the predator become prey. Through some unknown force, it was able to create a wall made of ice between north and south. The beast did not want to be disturbed. I have found a way. It is my destiny to stop it. It is progressing fast, not stopping even for a moment. What is the beast feeding on? Hate, cold, fear. The elders spoke of the Wendigo. Wendigo. They said it would never return. No warrior, they said, could want to invoke it. The elders were wrong. The Wendigo comes from the Great Spirit. It appears full of hate, with a great thirst for vengeance. The beast I'm tracking seems to be blinded by hate. Frustrated, my bolt missed it. It screamed. I thought I could hear its voice behind the bellowing of the beast. The warrior's voice. Was it really the beast running from me, or the man made a prisoner inside? It's tracking 2 unfortunate white people, already doomed. It smelled them. It moved slowly, methodically. I would not reach them in time. But not with that attitude. If you want to accomplish anything, you have to believe. I will start a fire. And I will take 1 more log. Well, I did not notice this tent, which I don't think has anything important in it. They never do.
Carl
And I
was
did not notice this.
increasingly convinced that this was not normal hunting. The game that was being tracked was fearsome, so much so that the hunter didn't dare approach it. What could it be?
A beast. Perhaps an alien. Yes. New journal entry. But is there really? Is there a new journal entry? Oh, I can turn. Crap. I can turn the page without going to another section. Oh. Oh. Dang it. So that's where they've all been going. Oh, I don't even know what all this... I've made it that far before, no. I don't remember what's going on. The crash, it was the driver, whoever it was. They don't have a snowball's chance of hell if they intend to continue on foot. Besides, why did they leave so suddenly? A nice little bit of poetry on the back of a beautiful face. That reckless driver was also melancholic. A locked box, would it be? Was this stuff I already read? The crash due to... I knew I'd seen the girl from the car somewhere, and the same picture was at the doctor's office. I need to figure out what all this means. Here lies Isabel Beaupre. That explains the melancholy of the poem behind the picture. Would this be enough to post that the doctor is the melancholic and the melancholic is the reckless driver? Elementary, my dear journal. In the box, I found a state affair. No less, Hamilton wanted to expose some shady activity by enemies of democracy. I still need to figure out why the hell this message ended up in the doctor's hands. The reckless driver was definitely a fugitive running from the scene of their crime, still covered in Hamilton's blood. What a mess. The Code Mystery 104. Where is all this snow coming from? They say the fall is unpredictable season, but this is something else. I saw some very weird ice earlier, and that seemed to be lit up from within. I'd never seen anything like it. I don't know the chemical process in which pictures reveal invisible prints. I have to say it looks entirely supernatural. A man turned to ice. The image is shocking. Is this what happens around here if you're not dressed for the weather? The strange vision I had when I got near the ice is puzzling. My investigator brain keeps focusing on a small detail that may be pointless. A necklace with the numbers, use that. The general store manager's wife, Giselle Lachance, frozen. What freezer is behind all this? For what it's worth, Vision told me that the things weren't going so well between the Lachances. They were hiding many things from each other, deep, deep down. The woman's diary speaks volumes about that. She even reveals the secrets within her husband's safe, many screams and secrets between them. Hard to say what the Bly family was running from exactly. The Blay family was running from exactly, but they were definitely running from
Carl
something.
wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Shut up. A letter from a child is helping me move forward with my investigation. Martin, am I not standing next to the fire? What the hell? Okay. Martin Blay and his mother, along with Jeanne Roy, took off northbound to find shelter. The men set out to warn Gilles Lachance. The Bedard family home was completely empty, not a living soul. Something I missed. Danger drives people away from their hamlet. The Roys are no exception, like this note left behind suggests. Everybody is running, but not all of them find a way out. A car was abandoned before a road that caved in. What happened to the passengers? There is no doubt that this car belonged to Wilfred Roy. His guide to gamekeeping makes that very clear. I wouldn't be surprised if an expert like him had taken a shortcut through the forest to find shelter. Who were these 4 people? A strange wall of ice is growing fast, trapping us. What's one more weird phenomenon around here? It seems like the 4 glowing ghostly silhouettes have something to do with all this. It's the busy season for wood chopping, so why is the place empty? Strange, very strange. Regin Bloven was scared of something, and that thing survived the shots he fired. This whole situation is worrying me more and more. Poor man trapped in ice. This issue goes beyond simple mechanic. Good old Lamothe, as mad as he is, wanted to keep some information safe. I cannot reach it from the inside, but there is no doubt I need to get a hold of this paper. What paper? Hamilton's murder. Oh god. Oh, there's a lot. My client's dead, everything's going wrong. An envelope torn open, addressed to the Secret Service, if I remember correctly, and this whole thing is more intricate than it seems. Is getting rid of the murder weapon by putting it in a mailbox really the best way? There most likely won't be any prints on it. I would have paid to see the postman's face when he found that thing, though. Another envelope addressed to Val from the Secret Service. There's a key inside. The killer must not have known it was there, or they would have taken it. I'm one step ahead of them. Investigative hypothesis. I can easily track back the chain of events. Hamilton wants to send a very confidential denunciation letter to the Secret Service of Ottawa. He is planning on sending the letter inside of a locked box, and to send the key separately is cumbersome, but he's doing what he can, but something throws him off while he's in a hurry. He locks everything and mails the key, but the box somehow ends up in his killer's hands. When you find death threats, and the person threatened is found dead, one could say the case solves itself, only a shame the note isn't signed. Isabel's picture being in the reckless driver's car suggests Dr. Beaupre has something to do with all of this. All that's left is to figure out his exact role. According to the doctor's medical file on Hamilton, the 2 men seemed to get along pretty well. Were they friends? Hamilton had so few. It's never good to disclose communist ties in a small village like this, where established order is fiercely defended. Was it only intellectual curiosity on the doctor's part, or actual convictions? Gil Lachance went to the doctors. Now I need to know if the doctor saw Gilles. I know how to lead the perfect investigation. Blackmailing Hamilton would have been beyond Gilles' capacities. Could he have bitten off more than he could chew by jumping from blackmail to murder? More likely, could Giselle have convinced her husband to kill? After all, her docile partner seemed to obey this strong-minded woman. Ah, fuck. Bloven was definitely planning something big, but the dynamite and firearms blew up in the great icy emptiness of Manistan. There are no small revolutions, I guess. Murder. Hamilton had committed murder. And the mechanic to be trusted? Oh, Hamilton had committed murder. Is the mechanic to be trusted? If so, is this whole thing just a big vendetta? An open grave. I am scrapping any animal-related hypothesis. There was a human body here. There is Lamoth's head. So what does he have to do with this? Who was buried here? This is getting darn complicated. The young woman. This file seems to be incomplete. Who is the Cree woman? And what happened to her? Everything points to a certain death, but no death certificate. I'm no doctor, but I know fresh blood when I see it. Someone's bled profusely in this office less than 2 days ago. Nothing weird about that, unless... Dun dun dun! Further north. Need to find another way. I need to head north. My investigation will not be complete without taking a look at Hamilton's lodge, but the road has caved in, and I can't really picture myself walking all these miles. I met an old man, a bit mad, in exchange for caribou, an unpalatable drink. He will give me a coat, an unbelievable offer. There's a snowmobile. Yeah, snowmobile. Armed, dressed, motorized, the forest is waiting for me. I have no idea what I will find there, but I am raring to go. The hunt. A strange hunt is underway in the village, and the crossbow boats left behind are disturbing to say the least. They seem to glow as if they were constantly being heated by fire, without that fire spreading from where it was stuck. How is this possible? I got a hold of a journal. It bears witness to a hunt. Someone tried to stop a beast. I can't understand all of it, but I feel a bit less lonely. Biography 1 of 10, so I read those. Biographies. Whatever. I don't think I really need to delve into those too much. Okay. Even those, though, they're not... They don't have all the pictures that I've taken. Let me look at these. I read the first two. Gil Lachance is a wretched man. Misery rains on him like gulls on leftovers. I'm sure of it. When his father kicked the bucket, Gilles inherited a debt. A debt-ridden store, so much so that he had to sell it fast to avoid bankruptcy. Hamilton agreed to buy the store like everything else. Gilles feels like Hamilton is exploiting him, a feeling that made his hatred and thirst for vengeance grow. Misery struck again on the poor man. He is now imprisoned in ice. He tried to escape, but it was too late. I think he was being stalked by wolves. Giselle Lachance. This woman had only one episode of bad luck in her life, so it seems. Meeting Gil Lachance and marrying him. Since then, disappointments piled up. She is the brain in the couple. Poor Gilles can't even remember a 3-digit combination. She turned to ice while waiting for her husband by the window. It's awful. Wilfred Roy. Wilfred is in charge of maintaining law and order in the forest surrounding the Maniston region. He is a gamekeeper. It makes him the only authority figure for several miles around. Police officers must not come to this village often. The day before I arrived, he saw something that convinced him to flee. Such bravery coming from a gamekeeper. He headed to Maniston North with his wife. Or Maniston Nord. While escaping, the Roys took a detour to see the Blay family. From there, Wilfred and Alexandra went out looking for Gil Lachance. The threat must have been huge for him to go through all that trouble. Whatever they were scared of, their escape got complicated. Looks like they went through the forest. Jeanne Roy. I got my hands on a little piece of literature authorized by Jeanne Roy. Confined to the far north, she let her worrying imagination run. She left. How can she live a normal life while writing such things? The day before I arrived, she and her husband left their home in a hurry. I still don't know why. While driving, they stopped by the Blay home, and from there, the women continued their escape to the north in Louise Blay's car, ladies only. Jean-Luc Bedard. It would appear the good notary knows William Hamilton pretty well. Not surprising, the rich man must always know the notary of his village well. After all, he needs him to get the law on his side when he wants to exploit poor workers. Marie Bedard. Smart little girl, sharing her bedroom. Okay, she was 8 years old. Sharing her bedroom with the older sister, Mary Jeanne. Her diary shows her intelligence, nothing exciting about her stories except her adventures with her friend Martin. I'm happy that she left the region with her family. Nothing happening here can harm her. Marie J. and Marie P. The eldest and youngest of Bedard family, 2 little girls without history from a family who reminds me a little of Little Women instead of Dr. March's 4 girls. We might one day tell the story of Notary Bedard's 3 girls, but it would probably be a much less exciting story. Alexandra Blay. This man sure works hard to provide for his family. He has a seasonal job at Clotter et Fils, a logging company. His brother Pierre was killed by wolves a week earlier, eaten alive. Alexandra was really upset about it. Most would be for less. With Wilfred, Alexandra tried to warn Gil of the danger awaiting in South Manistan. Sometimes trying is not enough. I wouldn't pretend to be Cinderella's prince with the glass slipper, but still, this boot, same as the one I found on the balcony, makes me believe Alexandra may have fled towards the forest. But what was he escaping? Louise and Martin Blay. Louise, a shy woman worried about the drama hitting her family again. Her first concern is her husband. It appears that she migrated towards North Manistan with her son and a friend. The day before I arrived, I can't say more than that. Martin. The day before I arrived, he wrote a letter to his friend Marie. This letter got lost under the furniture, but if I know that Martin had no idea how serious the situation was, but I know that he had no idea. The novelty of a child is a gift sometimes. Dr. Claude Beaupre. The doctor became somewhat of a misanthrope following his wife's death. However, he treated his patients with professionalism. In remote regions, medicine could be very personal. His patient files show how emotionally involved he was towards them. He knew my client, William Hamilton. I can't say if he liked him for his personality or his money. Old Rosaire. According to his medical file, the great war veteran is an immortal soldier retired in the north that even alcohol and tobacco can't kill, as dashing as he was in his youth. In spite of that, he doesn't have all his wits about him anymore. It has its benefits. We can ask anything from him, provided that we bring him alcohol. He agrees to help me. Regine Bloven. This man is a crook. I know scoundrels like him. They only care about the laws they can break, may be violent, truly disagreeable. He is petrified in ice. Nature has its own justice. The guy has a revolutionary hideout where he's getting ready for the liberation of Quebec. He seems angry at Hamilton. I don't know if he's angry because he's English or because Hamilton is a real scumbag. Jean-Guy Lamoth. This mechanic is a weird phenomenon. An inventor, a collector of screws and bolts, and definitely a bit paranoid. This mechanic is a weird phenomenon. Oh, he wrote the same thing again. Okay. And finally, we have Laura. Female. Nothing else known. It seems something terrible happened to her. Her case is shrouded in mystery. I'd bet my bottom dollar she wasn't from around here. Needs more research. Okay, so I got all that. Ooh. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Get out of here, map. Drive. God damn. And I'm stuck, of course. Okay. Now we're free and moving ahead. Moving on. Moving on. Stuck.
Carl had
No,
found
we're good.
what he was looking for. He needed to get back on the road.
Observation tower. Cool. Take a picture of the ice. Boop. Keep that. I got a hands-free flashlight. All right. Sweet. I don't need any logs. But I do need a bottle of beer. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be anything else around here that would be useful for me. So let me go up in the tower real quick, see if anything is up there. Some more flares. Good, 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 good. A fire starter, a first aid kit. Sweet. Alright, now I'm ready to go inside the house. Oh, what is this? Some leather. Her pelt.
Carl reckoned that the place was still inhabited less than 24 hours ago. His detective sense tingled, revealing to him, or was it the strong smell of wilderness in the air, that there were most likely 2 men.
Now, what do I do with these lanterns? I think I have one already, and now I have a second one.
There should be a rifle hanging there. Its owner may not be very far. The jacket was still soaking wet. The poor man had, surely unwillingly, had a taste of the pond's water not too long ago. According to the pay stub, that poor man was Alexandre Blais.
Ah.
2 blankets. There were doubtless 2 people here, Carl reckoned.
Letter to Pierre. Tuesday, March 15th. Pierre. I just want to remind you that there are rules that are meant to be followed whether you like it or not. I hear that you've been poaching a lot lately and that you don't even care about being discreet anymore. Heck, I don't even have a chance to pretend I don't see you these days. If I continue to turn a blind eye on this, what will people say? You've gone too far this time, buddy. I'll have to fine you. Wilfred. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna stop here. I'll call it quits here. Skin wolf pelts left here to dry. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stop here and then I'll pick it up in the next part. Sorry, this part was a lot longer because I found a lot of journal entries that I haven't been able to find in forever. So I kind of went through all of them one time and it kind of took up the whole time. Sorry about that. But anyway, next time could be the end, and we'll really get down to what's going on here. Yeah, so we'll do that next time. And until then, tools.